Hey, what's up, guys? CJ here, breathing fantasy football, literally, and this is episode 15. Hey, please, if you can, give me a big thumbs up. The last video I did was a total flop, so I unlisted it. I just wasn't prepared with what I was doing. I was trying to optimize some lineups. I'm still learning this software, man. I'm trying to utilize this Fantasy Labs to help my bankroll. I'm not totally all in on doing optimized lineups all the time. I kind of like doing it just for a little fun to tweak players I like. This is a pretty cool thing. Once I really learn this and get up to speed with it, man, we're just going to hit it out the water. We're going to really find some unique plays and utilize that what these guys do behind the scenes. Man, these guys are really good at Fantasy Labs, at finding these projections. They just go through all these stats and they just put it all together, man. So, but if anybody wants to talk optimizers, I think it's an even harder thing to kind of go into with setting lineups. So if you're on DraftKings, man, this isn't like where I want to go with the show all the time, but I like to look at some of these players, man. You could like really see. Let me pull it up here. I thought I had it up for a second. I'm only going to be on like 20 minutes. I kind of want to redeem myself. I don't feel like I had a good last episode. I was kind of like rushing, trying to import each lineup of the 150 lineups. I had to do them like by hand. Man, it was a nightmare. So we're going to go through, look at week 2. I'm going to look at some plays I like. If you haven't noticed or you don't know how my show is, it's completely raw, unedited. I don't live, breathe, die fantasy football all the time. I'm not researching. This isn't my full-time job. I wish I could not work and do this more often. I really enjoy connecting with people. So if you jump on the chat, you say hello. Hey, man, I'll give you a shout out back. And if you really are comfortable, you can jump on the stream and we could chat together. It's kind of cool, man. So I'm probably going to be on about 20 minutes, a little bit past 1. I just want to jump on and look at a couple plays. It's going to make me feel good that I redeemed myself with a second video. I may do one tomorrow, but Saturday, I don't think I'm going to be on. It's my birthday Saturday, so I'm going to be hanging out with some close friends and family. It'll be really nice to get that time together with some people. So here we are, live stream, 3 minutes in, just chatting about how I want to make the stream better, how I want to build on it. If you're watching, you're like, oh man, EJ, you bored me to death. Well, you know what? Hey, give me a chance, man. Subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot to me. You can come on. We can chat fantasy football. This live stream is for all of us to try and work together. I've had previous people come on and they've been like, why are you showing lineups? I don't even understand. Why would you do that? Why would you give away your strategy? And it's like, man, this is for you guys. I'm here to try and work together. There's so many different tournaments out there, and it's so rare that even the things I come up with, you guys are gonna go for. So it's just cool to try and work together, man. There's so many different other channels out there. I don't. You guys are searching this on YouTube, so you already know the channels. But how many times can you say you've seen a channel where the guy's just being himself, man, and he'll talk to you? We'll set some lineups. I'll even show you some lineups. I'm gonna bring this up. We're gonna look at some lineups. I'm gonna enter some on DraftKings. We'll pull it up. We'll put it in. I'll submit it. And if we build a lineup together, we'll talk about it. If it goes bananas, man, I'll look out for you guys. That's just how I am. I haven't had a big lineup yet. I may never get a big lineup, but if I do and it's on the stream, you better believe I'm going to be giving back to you guys. That's just what I want to be. That's just who I am. And It'd be great if anybody would like to support it. If you want me on as a guest, I can have you on as a guest. That's what this is, man. I'm EJ. This is Breathing Fantasy Football, literally. And we breathe in the players we like, and we breathe out the ones we don't. I still don't like Mike Davis. I'm not putting Mike Davis in any lineup. I don't know when I may put him in a lineup. It may be a few weeks, but he's not going in any of my lineups. In fact, let me find him right here. I'm looking at the 13 game slate here. Yeah, I'm not going to put him in. Let's find this. Mike Davis. Boy, he's like my Tampa. Well, he's got a hard matchup this week, but I'm not touching him. I can't find it. But man, we're here on the live stream. There's gonna be a lot of dead space. A lot of this is not a show where I'm constantly talking about the chalk plays. Man, you got those other dudes. You want to watch them talk with and have guests and have cool fancy stuff in the background. Make it look like they really are experts at what they do. Sure. Yeah, they also are pretty set. So I respect those guys, but that's not what I want to be, man. I want to be someone that's just showing you guys lineups. So without further ado, let's look at an intro. Well, let's get this. All right. So I'm going to be on about 10, 15 minutes. Just want to look at, wanted to build a couple lineups for you guys. I think I may do so we're 8 minutes in here. So let's see, which one do we want to go into? I'm going to look at a single entry. Go tournament. I want to go pretty cheap. Like a $5 classic. Let's make sure we get the right game. Yeah, there we go. Let's try 3 max. I like these. Look at these. $3. Let's try this one. Triple max, $3 entry. I may look at some I really want to look at optimizers. I want to show you guys a few things. I can't do it so fast. I'm a slow paced guy. I'm a yogi, man. I'm a yoga guy. I'll sit on a mat and do yoga and just find myself, disconnect, clear my head. It's a really great tool and exercise for those that are living life so fast. We should not live life so fast. Slow down, man. Don't live it so fast. So let's see here. We got a full slate, man. Trying to see which direction where I'm going at. I did my week 1, my week 2 unboxing. Dude, I feel like I was the first one on the whole YouTube network that unboxed week 2. There was nobody on at midnight, at 1 a.m. talking about week 2 plays. Who was talking? Nobody, man, except EJ on Breathing Fantasy Football. Literally. So let's look at some of these plays. Kyler Murray, 8,200. Man, he had a good game. I like going back to Russell Wilson here. I had my doubts with him to start the year, but he looked good. I think you can get another 30-point game out of him. Kyler Murray did it last week. Russell Wilson's, he should do it this week. Allen, looking for a bounce back game. What is he, 5-0 against the Dolphins? Man, I don't know what to see here. Look at some running back spots. It's kind of hard to pass up on some Chubb. I like Eckler this week. Joe Mixon on the road. I was not on Mixon at all last week, and I don't think I'm going to be on him now. Not just get a jump on him. I think he'll be low owned. It's not a bad play. Miles Sanders. Look at this play for 6,900. This is kind of hard to pass up. David Montgomery, 6,100. I think it's a chalky play. A lot of people are going to go there. It's a good price. But if Andy Dalton starts to not get off to a fast start, I don't know what to make of that one. I feel like we should avoid David Montgomery. I don't like him as much. It's just in our heads that he's like the workhorse. David Montgomery is the workhorse. That's just what we think of. So it's so easy to plug him in. Gaskins, man. I like this dude. I've always liked him since last year when he came out before the injuries. Man, so this Tampa Bay, trying to look at what the best games are. Man, you can't touch. Can you touch Rojo this week? You can't touch him, man. Nah. He got benched. I don't even know if I want to touch that at all. Let's look at some receivers. Ridley's a top dog, then Godwin, Evans. I like Evans this week. For that game, I do like Evans. Do I need to explain why? I mean, he just didn't have a good game last week. Brady tends to exploit possible mismatches, and maybe there's going to be a mismatch. Atlanta always gives up yards and points. Just looking at some options, see what I see here. Sharp against the Broncos, or the Broncos D-back. Man, I don't know. Claypool. I like me some Claypool this season. How did he do this game? 5 targets, 3 catches. Had a pretty soft game. I think Claypool's like, he should go off in one of these early games of the season. And Odell Beckham's out. Everyone's jumping to play Judy. With Jerry Judy out, I'd be jumping to play Hamler. Or is Sutton back? Did he play last week? Let's see what that looked like. He didn't really do anything. 3 targets, 1 catch. I really like Hamler. I think I'm a fire Hamler in like 50% of my lineups. I know it sounds crazy, but I don't think many people are going here. This is my sneak play of the week. It's to me, I don't think it's that sneaky, but I don't think many people are going here. I'd go Hamler. I want to run it back with a Jags player here. You know who let me down last week? James Robinson. I think I'm gonna go back here. And he's just Jaguars got to get their first home game with Trevor Lawrence. Man, I kind of want to go back here because this dude could be good. I think a lot of people are gonna not play him this week, so this is a good week to fire him again. And I was saying I like Chubb. Let's fire Chubb. I'm gonna go with this. I don't want to play Landry. I'm gonna go with Chubb. They're just gonna pound the ball. The Texans, man, they're horrible on the ground. You got to go Nick Chubb. I'm firing Nick Chubb in so many lineups. And I'm really not always on the Browns run game. I know that sounds bad, but I haven't been too much. Is Big Ben, what could he be like? People are saying he's falling off. Ben is not falling off, man. This is a good week to fire him here. He can get 27, 28 points at 6K, 5,900. Want to fire Claypool, do a stack here with the Waller. Man, Waller's the top guy. Man, you know what? I'm going to look at that game real quick. I think this could be a high-scoring game. Waller straight crushed it. 19 targets. Oh, my God. This guy should be played in to get that at a tight end spot. Man, oh man. What else do we like? What else do we got here, man? Renfro. I love the way this dude balled out last week. I was watching this game, and this guy looked good. Like I've seen him last year, and I think he's in the league 3 years now. He was like making some great cuts and good awareness on the field. And he's a returner. I'm going to do some stacks with him. I don't know if I'll put him in this one. I think a lot of people are going to be going Waller, but I want to see what Waller looks like and go with a double stack with Johnson. Johnson brought in 5 of 10 targets and a touchdown. I want to see what this looks like. And I got Waller in here. I'm liking it. I got the Big Ben stack with Robinson, Chubb. Let's see. Everyone says punt a defense. I don't get this. Why just punt a defense, man? It never makes sense to me why to punt a defense. You want to try and find a cheap defense, but you don't just go, oh, Falcons deep, throw them in there. Nah, man, that ain't how. That's not how I roll, man. I really like. I know Eagles D showed up last week against Atlanta too, but look at San Fran. They got this guy Eli Mitchell. Did I say it right? Eli Mitchell. Come on, man. So they got a. Is he drafted? Is he undrafted? I don't know. You guys can tell me that if you want. I'm just a dude that sets lineups. I'm just like one of you guys. That's what this is, man. This is breathing fantasy football. Literally, we're just chilling and hanging out on the stream. I'm trying to find a lineup to put in so I can score 100 G's. something like that. Man, so where are we gonna go out here? Should I go with Eagles D? I like the price, 2,400 Eagles D against Jimmy Garoppolo on the road. Eagles coming off a big road win. Eagles got to go 2-0 here. I can see them just stopping them. Yeah, I could see the 49ers run game getting stopped, man. Eagles D is so cheap. I'm going to throw them in like 70% of my lineups. I love this spot here. So I can get 4,100 on a flex. What? Where can we go, baby? There's a lot of good value here. I'm going to go receiver. I'm going to open it up a little bit. I'm not even going to look at these 4Ks. Oh, there's just so many running backs. So let's look at 3,900. Hooper, Patterson, Hurst, Cole Kmet. I like some Cole Kmet. But man, do I go here? Double tight end? Cole Kmet? Really? That'd be crazy. You'd have to get 20 points for this to make sense. But you know what? Let's roll. I do like Kmet this week. I think he's got to get a touchdown. He's got to get about the same receptions and probably about 70 yards. 70 yards, 5 catches. Yeah, that's like 19 points. I'll take that from all day long for 3,700. All right, there we go. We got a lineup in. So I went with Big Ben, throwing it to Claypool and Deontay Johnson. I ran it back with Waller at tight end. I got Nick Chubb, James Robinson. I got KJ Hamler. That's it could be a good pick. Then I got Kmet, double tight end, and Eagles G. Let's roll. All right, we're 22 minutes in, a little after 1. I think I'm gonna go on another 5-10 minutes here, kind of just look at some of these things at Fantasy Labs here. So let's see what they say. They say the best bang for your buck is Tom Brady at quarterback. Then Russell Wilson, then Herbert, then Bridgewater. I think that's what it said. Let me see. I'll reload this. I want to see how it sorts it again. Oh, it's rating. I see. It's sorted at the rating over here on the left. So that's pretty cool. They got Sam Darnold last, Wentz second to last, Wilson, Tua, Tyrod Taylor. You get the point. Hey man, this is a live stream. We're just looking at some of these plays, trying to find some unique plays. I'm gonna score a top lineup. My goal is to hit a 5-figure lineup on the stream this year, and we're gonna do it, man. We're gonna do it. I may do it in the optimizer, or I may do it in a hand lineup. I'm not gonna do too many hand lineups until I get some bankroll with the optimizer. I believe in this optimizer. I love how you can tweak some of these things. I'm starting to look at it a little bit. You can go to these settings. I love how you can look at some of this. You can change what template you want to use. You can use some of these professional templates. One thing I want to change is I always like pairing at least 2 position players with my quarterback. I feel like that's how you find an optimal lineup the majority of the time. It's always good to do it like that, guys. This one's paired D with exactly. Nah, I don't want a QB. You don't always need a D with the QB. D with the running back. That's not bad. But for this one, I don't need this rule. I'm gonna X that rule out. I don't need a D with a running back. It's good. It can be, but it's not. It's not necessary. Pair running back with exactly 0 running back. I don't get that rule. No. Why is it 0? Oh, exactly 0 running back from the same team. So it's saying it doesn't want you to put 2 running backs from the same team. I get it. So no Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb in these optimizers. Okay. Can we add one? What do you guys see this? Limit to exactly 1 running back from the same game. I like that rule. That's a good rule. Hey, what's going on? I got 1 viewer. Hey, thank you for tuning in. This is DJ, and we're just hanging out on the stream. I'm trying to give myself a redemption stream. I didn't have a good stream before the showdown game, so here I am trying to go over some things with this fantasy labs. I'm going to be looking at it throughout most of the season. It's really cool what we see here. I can look at anything. You guys want to look at ownership? I can look at ownership. I'm starting to kind of get it a little bit more. My biggest flaw of using it is figuring out how to upload the lineups on DraftKings when I already have reserved lineups on DraftKings. So I figured that out. It took me a minute to get through it, but hey, I figured it out. If you guys are struggling, sometimes it's really hard to figure out how to do a mass edit on DraftKings. So you got to figure out a way to download your lineups from DraftKings and then upload them on Fantasy Labs and then tweak it and then re-download it and re-upload it back to DraftKings. So that's how it works. It took me a minute to figure that out. It's not easy. I consider myself an old school millennial, even though people say I'm a millennial, but man, I don't work with these softwares as good as I could. So let's see here. We're just live streaming. Everything you see here is just me just chilling, man. So these quarterbacks are saying the best play is Tom Brady, 6,900. His projected ownership is only 10. That's pretty good. Look at Mayfield. Mayfield's ownership is projected at 1.6. That's extremely low against the Texans defense that gave up points so much last year. And they're not even supposed to be that good this year. Yeah, they won last week, but come on, man. It was the Jaguars. It's Trevor Lawrence's first game. So they got Josh Allen at projected ownership 13. I mean, he should have a bounce back game. He didn't really do much last week. But I don't know what I'm thinking about this. Hey, if it's your first time watching this channel, please give me a thumbs up in the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. It helps me build confidence and seeing that the stream is doing what it's supposed to do. We're looking to build lineups. We're here to just show things. We're not here to talk about players and you see my face. That's what I see a lot of these fantasy football channels. It's all about, I'm going to tell you who I think is the best player to start this week or sit. And I look at these channels and I think, man, how are these guys successful? How are they able to do it? They're just talking. They're not showing you any lineups. They're not showing you where they're going. are they even playing DFS? What are these guys doing? I've been doing this for 6-7 years, and I did start streaming last year, but I did it on my yoga channel. I was trying it out, and I really loved it. I met like probably 10 to 15 guys, and I had guests on, we were chatting, so it was a lot of fun. So I created my own channel this year, and I still don't see any channels that consistently just show building lineups. I'll look at and build any lineup, man. We can look at any lineup. You want to look at Showdown? You want to look at a GPP? We can look at anything. And I don't see any channels doing that. None of these big channels that get 100, 200 viewers at once, they're not setting no lineups, man. I'll set any lineup. I'll set a BS lineup. If I set a 200 point plus lineup on DraftKings, I should score big, you would think. I mostly set them in GPP, deep tournaments, because I love to find that one lineup that just goes bananas, man. That'd be amazing. And I hope I get to do another stream. I hope I get to do it with some very chill, cool people that just want to hang out and talk fantasy football. That's what this channel's for, man. Oh, lost my viewer. I tried pulling you in, man. I threw the reel out. I was like, and you nibbled, and then you let go. It's all good. Back to the labs. So Josh Allen, man. He's got to have a bounce back game. That's what a lot of people are thinking with the ownership. Prescott, I'm not touching Prescott. He did not look himself. He had a good game. I think it was amazing that he was able to come out and actually have a good statistical game, but he didn't look like the Dak Prescott we know. The way he was making some of them throws. I was also listening to the commentators saying that he didn't look right. Man, Mac Jones, oh man, I thought that $4,400 play last week was like gold. It really wasn't. That blew up in all of our faces. 15 points. That's not what we were hoping, at least 22, 23. You know who the play was? He wasn't in the Sunday slate, but it was Jared Goff. And he was like 5K. So let's see here. Winston was pretty cheap last week. Pretty low owned. But, man, I had another buddy talking to me about Winston against my Packers. And it's like, yeah, he had a great game, 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, of course. But they had the lead the whole time. They were able to establish a huge lead. It made Winston comfortable. So what do you get when you get a comfortable Winston? He's not going to make mistakes as much. Not many QBs are going to make mistakes when they get a lead like that. They got the defense running all over the field trying to stop something that's working. So could Winston throw a couple picks in this game against the Panthers, even the Panthers? I think so, man. I bet the Panthers got a lot of interceptions off him in Tampa. I know that don't apply, man. Hey, shout out to my boy Matt on the beats here, man. He's just slaying them, man. That's my boy Matt. Shout out to you, Matt. Fox3NT. Hey, give him a subscribe, man. Let's look at some. Well, let me see if I can see any other quarterbacks that I really like here. So I got almost all these guys in the green. That's crazy, huh? Well, they're all projected to get points. Every quarterback gets you points, so they have to put some in the green. I think Derek Carr's a good play. His ownership's low again, 5,300. That could be a shootout. I'm gonna go with some. Derek Carr looked good. it looks like he's gonna make another progression. What, he's been in the league 5-6 years now, I think. I'm not buying the Steelers defense. Not even for this one. I think Derek Carr could have a 25-point game. He should. I'm liking me some Derek Carr. So when we like someone, this is what we're going to do. Ooh. Where do I find this again? Exposures, there we go. So I got it open here. I'm going to show you what, I'm not really sure how to set these exposures. But let me X out who I don't like, who I do not want to put in any lineups. I'm not putting in Prescott in anything. I don't want Prescott in any lineups. I'm sorry. If you guys want to play him, go ahead. Kirk Cousins, I don't think I'm firing Kirk Cousins. I think, did he have a good game? He actually had a good game. 350 yards. Where's the Bengals, man? Going against the Cardinals, that could be a shootout. Cardinals may not. Hey, that defense, is that defense for real? Chandler Jones, 5 sacks? That's nuts, man. So, let's see here. I like some Big Ben. I like some Baker Mayfield at projected ownership 1.6. Kyler Murray, man, shoot, 8,200. I don't even know if I'm gonna. It sounds like such an obvious play, but man, that's so pricey for a quarterback. Winston, I'm not going Winston. I'm gonna X him out. Winston ain't got, he don't have no weapons really. Packers just look horrible. I don't even know where to go for the Packers-Lions game. I want to say they're going to break out of it, but I don't even know, man. So let's see here. Who was I talking about just now that I liked? I like Big Ben. Oh, and I liked Derek Carr. I like me some Derek Carr this week. Let me put him in at least 10% of my lineups, and some Big Ben. All right. Hey, what's up, Spence? Hey, what's up, man? Good to see you. Hey, I was watching I was flicking through, looking at some other streams, and I follow Joe Hoka. I'm not always on his videos, but I go through and I look at some of his shorts. And I was watching a video that he edited with a friend, and I saw your name right there. You wrote a comment on his channel. That's pretty cool, man. It's good that you go around and you support a lot of other fantasy football streams. Cool, man. Hell yeah, run up the bag. What do you mean by that? But yeah, just let me know what you mean, man. I don't know all these fantasy football terminologies. I mostly have kept to myself over the past 6-7 years playing DFS, but I realized there isn't a show or a channel that just sets lineups. There's not like, let me know if there's another stream that does something similar to this. Man, I would love to check them out and watch them. I don't know anybody else that clicks through on DraftKings, clicks through and does this. They just do this. This is all people do on all the fantasy football streams I see. They just, hey, I'm gonna start Eli Mitchell this week because he had 19 carries and 100 yards. Oh my God, $5,000. Oh yeah, I'm gonna start him. Oh, guess who else had a great game? Yeah, I'm not doing that, man. Oh, get those wins up, get that grind up to the max. Yeah, I'm gonna do 150 in the mini max here. I'm still tweaking it. Are you familiar with using this software? This is my second week doing it. I've always done hand lineups, so man, I'm not used to this, brother. But hey, thanks for jumping on the stream. If you can give me a big thumbs up and a subscribe, I'd appreciate it, man. I'm gonna try and be more punctual with figuring out the shows I want to do. For sure, I'm doing Sunday night, technically Monday morning. Every Sunday night, Monday morning at midnight, I will do a show here. Because nobody else does a show. I'm the only first take in all of YouTube that I know of that does a first take right when the new DraftKings lineups come out. Nobody does. I seen Joe, he did it at like 8 in the morning. I saw Peter, there's some other dudes that did it. Nobody else done it. So if that's cool, man, we could be the first ones that looks at some of these prices, see if we can try and get off to a big start. It's kind of fun, man. I like looking at it. Hopefully I'll be coming through with some wins Sunday night and I'll feel good going in and look at unboxing the following week. But I definitely want to do that. Same here. I'm learning with you. So are you like someone that has played DFS or DraftKings or whatever format you've used for a few years? Or are you strictly league fantasy? But yeah, I'm learning this too, man. I'm just going through the plays I like. I'm looking at the quarterbacks. I set my rules already. There's a lot of rules with this optimizer on Fantasy Labs. I got it set. Let me see here, man. I'm using Ryan Hodge's model. Ryan Hodge is like, I don't know if he's a founder or spokesman of Fantasy Labs, but Fantasy Labs got a YouTube channel as well, and he's posted a bunch of videos on there. Oh man, I'm not a pro, man. Well, I would say a professional DFS player is someone that does this full time. I don't do this full time. I actually gotta catch some sleep in a few minutes. I got a job in the morning. I don't go in too early, so I deal poker, so I go right back into the casino grind. It's a lot of fun, man. Been doing it a while, but yeah, I'm not a DraftKings pro. I know it makes sense. I know where you can find value. You can find value at a lot of cheap quarterbacks. Not too much cheap running back. It's hard to find value there. You'll be reaching sometimes. But yeah, you can find value at receiver all over the place. 3K, 3,500, 45. You can find value at receiver all the time. Even tight end too. Tight end's great to find some value. Oh, you're a big poker guy? I deal in, I'm here in Florida. I live here in Florida. There's a poker room just outside Orlando. Hey, man, I don't know. What do you play? What do you play poker? I deal all the big games. We deal some casino-like games, and then I'll deal 1-2 no limit, 2-5 no limit, 1-2 PLO, 5-5 PLO, no 7-card stud. That doesn't really run. 4-8, Big O. I wish I could do a poker stream. I could talk more poker than I can fantasy football. But man, this is just fun. I love just going through looking at lineups. Let's go back and look at some of these. I want to show you guys what some of these look like. I don't think I'm going to build any lineups, but I want to go through and show you what Fantasy Labs, these guys, what they say is the best rated players for week 2. They're saying Tom Brady is the top best rated player. Then Russell Wilson going against that Tennessee defense that just got ate up. Then Justin Herbert, then Teddy B. Oh, you're in Jersey? Hey, good stuff, man. Are you a Jets or a Giants fan? Your max is 2.5. What's your regular game? Do you like to play 2.5 on a regular? How often do you play poker? You like Herbert stacks this week, Spence? Man, Spence, have you used an optimizer before? Let's look at Herbert. I want to put in, so I can put Herbert in here. Hey, give me 1 second. I'm going to let my cat out of the room. I'll be right back. Oh, I'm here, honey. Yeah, I'll be in bed soon. Hey guys, I usually don't do these late night streams during the week, but I did a stream earlier today and it didn't sit well with me. I was working with this optimizer. I was trying to see if I could upload 150 lineups in the showdown tonight, and I mass reserved them, and I couldn't figure out how to. It is not easy. Like the DraftKings tool, they do not make it easy. You gotta like download the CSV file, all the lineups that you reserved, and then uploaded it into this model, and then generate the lineups that you create with the formula that you did, and then you gotta download that and then re-upload it into DraftKings. I couldn't figure it out. And I'm over here trying to generate this with 20-30 minutes left. I was like, man. So I took that video and I kind of scratched it. I was like just sitting here not doing anything. You play 3 times a week. I frequent 1, 2, 1, 3. Hey, we don't have too many 1-3 games here. It's pretty cool, man. Oh, so you are a Giants fan. Man, I love that Daniel Jones looked good. He looked pretty good, man. So you use Fantasy Cruncher Optimizer? I'm learning these optimizers, man. But I kind of want to plug through. So let's look at what they say is a top-rated running back for Fantasy Labs. They're saying Najee Harris. I'm loving some Steelers Raiders stacks. If you've seen that Raiders Ravens game, oh man, I think Derek Carr may have his best fantasy year. He's still 5-ish K. I'm firing Derek Carr in lots of lineups this week. Oh man, but that Darius Slayton, that was a tough catch. He should have made the catch. I was shocked that he broke free that open. It was a great throw. They both played well. Heineke looked good too, man. You guys look good. I guess I can say that you stumbled on score. You should have scored a few of those touchdowns instead of kicked. But Waller had 19 targets. I know. Renfro looked good too, man. If you watched the way that guy played, that guy looked like, man, he looked really good. Renfro, nobody's really talking about him. And he had like 9 targets, 6 catches. A lot of those guys look good. Take the Zay Jones out. That was just a fluke. Brent Edwards, I don't know what to make of him, but I'm liking me some Raider stacks. So let's look at this running back. I want to go through, look at running back, receiver, and tight end. Then I'm going to call it a night. Since you guys jumped on, I'll stream until, so it's 50 minutes in. I'll go for an hour. I love having people on. This is a lot of fun. I guess if I have too many people on and everyone's chatting, I'll probably just end up reading the chat. But I do want to go through and show you guys what I see, what I think. Man, they have Javonte Williams. He's down here. Is he gonna break free this week and get a touchdown? But Melvin Gordon was, so he saw half the snaps. Yeah, I don't know what to make of that. Let's see this. Where can I find the team? Melvin Gordon, 5,900. Oh, he had half the snaps too, so they split it 50-50. Wow. That's interesting to know. Melvin Gordon just made the most of his. So Javonte Williams had the same amount of snaps. Yeah, but I mean, you can't say that too much. He did catch a big touchdown. So let's go back out of this. I want to look at all of them. I'm liking me some. I'm not on Elijah Mitchell, man. Come on, why are everybody on this dude? Don't they know that Sermon's gonna play and he's gonna see the field as well next week? This dude saw all this work because Mostert got hurt and Sermon wasn't dressed. I don't know what to make of it. I know everybody's talking about this Mitchell dude, and I usually don't go against everyone. That's not how I am every week. I'm not gonna be like, oh man, so and so got hurt and now it's this guy. Everybody's talking about the new guy and I'm like, I'm gonna be the contrarian. I'm gonna fight against it. I don't do that every week, but none of us talked about this dude. So why are we gonna talk about him? And let's see him be consistent. At least another game. Let's see what his workload is gonna be like. Going on the road against the Eagles, who straight up smashed the Falcons. Come on, man. I'm riding with the Eagles there. They're coming off a high. I'm gonna go with the Eagles. I'm gonna say this: Mitchell dude gets like 6 fantasy points. He's gonna destroy everybody that starts him. And I'm not saying this because I don't want you to start him. If you want to start him, hey, start him, man. That's your choice. I'm not starting him. You know what I'll do here? I'm gonna X him out. I just put a red, and I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna put him in any lineup because if I don't do that, this optimizer tool is gonna put him in there for me because they think he's a highly rated player. He's gonna be chalked AF, and I'm not touching him, man. I'm not buying it. You know who I like before I go Elijah Mitchell? I like me some James White. Is James White back? It looks like it. Mac Jones is like filling in that Tom Brady role that Cam Newton didn't do for Belichick. And look at how many James White did great. I don't think Ramondre Stevenson is going to be involved yet until Damian Harris gets hurt. But yeah, I wanted to pull this up right here. This game was close, and he only saw 28 snaps, but for 4,600 this week, I believe he is. I like me some James White. I'm going to start him. If you want to leverage off of Elijah Mitchell at that price, that's where I'm going. Oh, is that you, man? Oh, and the one we did? Hey, that's cool, man. Hey, if you want to do another one, we could do week 3. I think I want to start doing a stream Wednesday night, and I may do a best ball until they stop doing them. That would be kind of cool. Hey, John, I may do one tomorrow night. Starting out, I'm kind of trying to feel of where I'm at, but I usually do 3 or 4. So if you'd like to 3 or 4 a week. So if you want to subscribe and you put the notifications on and you see that I'm live, hey, jump on, say what's up, and we can chat. Yeah, we could do best ball. It'll have to be next week. Yeah, we can do best ball. Hey, thank you, John, for joining. It's cool having you on here, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, John, I'll definitely show you some lineups, man. This was a redemption stream, and I'm glad I had a few people jump on and say hello. I appreciate it, guys. Makes me feel a little bit more better about how the night went with my streams. So, man, everyone's really liking this Najee Harris. That's what Fantasy Labs is liking. I love me some Nick Chubb. I'm not gonna steer wrong on that. Chase Edmonds for 4,900. It's not a bad play. He definitely has the more upside, and he had the majority of the snaps, and he had a bunch of receptions. He had like 6 receptions, or 4. Sorry. I like some for that price. A lot of people are going to be going Elijah Mitchell because it's so close. Mitchell's the top of the waiver for week 2. Edmonds, I think he's going to be a little bit lower here, man. 8. They're projecting him at 8%. Can you edit this? Oh, that's what they put. I don't want to edit. I don't want to edit what they did. So it's a volume for Najee that the projections love. He didn't come off the field. Is that true? Yeah, he didn't come off the field. 58 snaps. Holy schmoly. Yeah, I'm loving some Chubb, man. I keep hearing these things like Jarvis Landry is still in play. Jarvis Landry was in play last week, and he got a rushing touchdown, but I think a lot of people are going to always look at that player that's hurt and who's the one that's going to fill in the spot. That's what we all do. We try and look at that, and I think this is what the Browns are going to do. They're going to try and pound the ball, especially if they get a lead. If Baker Mayfield gets a couple passing touchdowns and they have a 10, 14-point lead, they're going to run the heck out of the ball, man. $150 and 2 touchdowns for Chubb. That's very possible. Sounds like that should be Derrick Henry, but Derrick Henry, he's in the slumps, man. I don't think Henry's gonna have a good game this week either. Where's Henry at? 8,300 going against the Seahawks on the road. He don't have a good rating. Projected ownership 2. I mean, it's a good leverage. I think that's the right word. It's a good playoff for that high price. But man, if you're playing Henry, you got to get what you thought you could have got last week with him. I like Eckler. Who's my favorite stack? I want to say it's going to be I love the Raiders and Steelers game. I'm going to go with Big Ben. I know he didn't have a great game, but I could see him getting 300 yards here for that price, 5,900. If you don't want it, you can go Big Ben with all 3 of those receivers, not in the same lineup, but just 2 of them, 2 out of 3, and just do a few lineups, mix matching those 2 out of 3. I think Claypool's going to bounce and have a good game this week. He didn't have a great game last week. I think this is a week that he's going to go off. So I want to put Claypool in some lineups. He's cheap. Those guys are always so cheap. How many times did you see the Steelers stack crush it in GPP last year? So I think a lot of people are going to be scared of Big Ben. He had like 188 yards passing. But man, the Bills defense, they were on the road. That was a tough game. So my favorite stack, yeah, you'll get Pitt stack at very low ownership. That's exactly what I want, if that's what you're saying. Hey, Spence, hey, be honest with me. Because now I've seen that you were on another stream. Tell me what streams are doing something similar to what I'm doing. And let me know if there's anything I can improve on. Because I'm just raw here. It's just me. I have a few guests, but I'm just chilling and hanging out, man. I'm trying to breathe in and breathe out. Not take it so serious. So receivers, let's look at the top receivers. Hopkins, they got, no wait, that's top price. Let's see the best rated receivers they have on Fantasy Labs. They say Godwin's the best rated receiver. Makes sense. They like Tom Brady. Then you got Cooper Kupp, then Mike Evans. So they're basically saying the Buck stack is like the nuts this week. Hey, appreciate it, man. I like the keywords original because I just want to be myself, man. I want to just be. I don't like going off on a tangent too much, unless anybody wants to just talk random. But I love being myself. I don't live and die by this fantasy football. I can go out and put in all these lineups and get no catches, and I'll be okay with it. I really would be. Because I enjoy knowing that I'm learning. One of these days, I'm going to hit a top lineup. I'm going to smash a lineup. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to look at it. We're going to reflect. We're going to have a good time. And I hope you can smash one too. Let me know how you do. How'd you do week one? Were you profitable? I wasn't week one. I got tore up. I had Aaron Rodgers in like 30-40% of my lineups. And you know how that went. You love the ETR guys, Leviton and Silva. Is that another streaming channel? I'll have to check them out if that's what you're referencing to. I like some KJ Hamler this week. He's rated up here. Maybe Cortland Sutton's a good play. He doesn't look like, I don't know what to make with those guys coming off those injuries. But Hamler's like that home run play. If he gets his, we're gonna see 4 catches for 110 yards and 1 or 2 touchdowns from Hamler. You had too much Mostert. I wasn't on Mostert, but I know how that one turned out. Wasn't Mostert having a decent game before he got hurt, or did he? I didn't review Mostert. I saw him have like 6 carries, 30 yards or something, but I could be wrong. Man, they like Donovan Peoples-Jones here for 3K. Why is he still 3K? Oh, because he caught only 1 ball. That's right. He's another home run player. He was on the field for 47 out of 59 snaps. I'm liking that. For a 3K play, his ownership's projected at 1%. That's a good play. I mean, you can't go wrong, because if this dude catches a touchdown ball, we're going to see the line that says for 60 yards, Donovan Peoples-Jones. That's just how that one may go. Well, how many lineups do you set, man? Because it's okay to probably set a couple of those. I put 10. I want to do my exposure like 10 Big Ben stacks. I want to get that combo, the 3-way combo. No tight end with Big Ben. I'm not going to mess with Ebron because I want to run it back with Waller. So I'm going to do that stack with Big Ben and the 3 receivers, 2 out of the 3 in every stack. Maybe I'll do 1 and do Najee Harris. We'll see. Big Ben likes throwing to his running backs. He has over the years. I think if I can remember. Yeah, I mean, Le'Veon Bell was like a jack of all trades there. I remember he would catch a bunch. You're hand building 3 main teams. How many lineups do you do with 3 main teams? Is it teams or do you mean games? Or are you just picking from them games? And 1 cash team. I want to play cash. I always think about it, but my heart can't do it because I don't know how to play cash. I know it's a lot of chalk plays and you're just looking for a double up, but I just never do it, man. You like Kyler, Herbert, Hurts, and Allen? Not bad. I think Allen's going to bounce back. I'm liking that one. 3 lineups, game stacks. Yeah. So when you say game stacks, are we talking like 4 or 5 players from the same game in the lineup? Like the quarterback and 2 of his weapons and 1 run back? So you only do 3 lineups? That's cool, man. Hey, that's easy. That's easy for the mind. That's easy for just knowing where you're at. You're not all over the place. I don't want to be all over the place too. So, but I am going to do 150 of the mini max, but I want to limit. I want to only have like 10 to 12 like stacks. That's kind of where I want to go if I'm going to do 150 lineups. When you make too many, I make many mistakes. Yeah, I can't hand build too many. I was doing the 20, maxing out at 20, but I can't anymore, man. At least not hand building. I'll do a few for the stream. So let's look at this. Where we at here? Keenan Allen. I like some Keenan Allen this week. I know you're on the Herbert stack. I'm feeling it too. And they got Jamar Chase up here still going against the Bears on the road. I don't know what to make of this. Yeah, he had a good game. He was on the field almost the whole time. But these rookie receivers, they always have bad games. So could this be the one game where he has a bad game? Could the Bears wake up knowing that they can't get too far behind in the division? Actually, seems like a losing record in the NFC North will win it. I doubt it, though. I'm hoping the Packers wake up, but we'll see. Yeah, man, I'm gonna do these optimizers because once I fine tune it the way I like it, the way I play, I'm gonna make some fat cashes. I'm gonna get like out of 150, I'm gonna get a few weeks where I get 5 or 10 lineups in the 200. I'm already feeling it. I already know once I learn how to tweak these optimizers, we're gonna get it, man. I like Tyler Boyd. What about Higgins? How did Higgins so these guys all saw the field. He just didn't get a touchdown. Higgins is up there too. Higgins got a touchdown. Man. Why are we not talking about a Joe Burrow stack? How did Joe Burrow look? I didn't watch that game. I didn't see no film. I'm just going based on Joe Burrow's 5,800. I mean, Matthew Stafford straight lit him up. Did he do any running? No. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He could have a better game, like 22, 23 points. Bro, I like it when you say low owned because that's what we do on the stream. I'm looking for low owned plays. I know you got to have a few chalk plays, but man, we try and just take it easy here. I like some Derek Carr. I'm on Derek Carr. I'm not on Winston this week. I'm staying clear from Winston. Oh, yeah, man. I love low-owned stacks. I mean, there's a reason why they're low-owned because the majority believe that they're not going to produce, and I respect it, but I can't believe they're saying Josh Allen's going to be a highly owned stack. That Miami defense, I mean, he is 5-0 against the Dolphins. Steelers, Raiders, Bengals. Why not, man? Why not? Let's go back to this receiver. I want to see some of these top plays. Cole Beasley. They got Beasley up here as a highly rated play. I mean, he's like just a target reception monster if he gets going. I think that one's like, you got to study to see if he can exploit that defense. And did he do it last year? How did he do against the Dolphins last year? He didn't play in that big win, week 17, I think that was. And then the first week of the season, he didn't do anything against the Dolphins. Oh, he did. He had 5 receptions for 70 yards. I'm not really on Cole Beasley, but that's not bad. Beasley, Diggs. We haven't seen the Josh Allen Diggs. Beasley had 13 targets last week. Hey, thanks for that information. I didn't know that. I didn't even look there. I should have. Yeah, that's pretty big. What's up with Emmanuel Sanders? Did he do anything? Gabriel Davis. They just got so many mouths to feed there in Buffalo. I'm not liking the road game. The Dolphins went out and got that win against the Patriots. But could Josh Allen just go in here and just straight up smash them? Just have a bounce back game to start the year? Man, I was on this Quez Watkins guy, and I still am. How many snaps did we see? Only half? It's not that good. But maybe if the game is closer. But if we're talking Quez Watkins, we're talking about him because he's still cheap. He's 3,200. Nobody's going to have him in any lineups, really. So Will Fuller's back from suspension. Oh, man. I see him right here, too, for 4,800. They got him priced pretty right. There's probably no news on him. So now we're going in the real cheap plays here. Is Crowder good to play? I don't think that matters too much. So it says he's going to play. He's active. I would say that hurts Corey Davis. I don't know how much I trust Zach Wilson's first game against Bill Belichick. He's always known to crush rookie quarterbacks. So let's see here. The Patriots, they're 3,700. That's pretty reasonably priced. Man, they got the Minnesota defense as the top defensive play based on the rating for 2,100. It's the best value. I'm not going Minnesota defense. I like some Philly defense. That's cool to see that because I was on Philly defense. I like the Patriots D. I would go Patriots D this week just based on knowing Bill Belichick shuts down rookie quarterbacks. 3,700 if you can afford it. If you want to go there, you can get a pick six maybe. I could see Zach. Well, I mean, it's two rookies going against each other. I could see a defensive score from one of these sides. So I bet the Jets D. Oh, they're right up here too, 2,200. Hey, that's probably not a bad play either. Vikings had 5 sacks. That's why they're up there, huh? Hey, man, you know your stuff, man. You're like on top of it. I appreciate that. I appreciate you coming on my channel and just you know more than I do, and that's cool, man. Jets D, the highest owned at the moment. Yeah, I'm not. That's crazy. Yeah, I see it here, projected 16%. That's what it says on the right. It's probably not that big on the screen. I probably could make the screen bigger, but I don't mind saying it. I got New Orleans defense at the second highest owned. Then Philly defense. I'm liking some Philly defense for 2,400. Buffalo defense. Wow. Only 1% owned. Nobody's going Buffalo defense. I can see them having a bounce back game. Tua making some mistakes there for 3,300. That's a good low-end play. I'd roll with Buffalo defense. They're 5-0 against the Dolphins since Josh Allen has been there. Yeah, I love numbers, man. Let's look at a tight end. I just want to look at the top tight end plays of the week, and then I'm going to call the stream. I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to catch some sleep. Higbee's, so man, they're loving this Stafford stack. Since who ripped apart the Colts last week? I'm trying to think of it off the top of my head. I know they got ripped apart. Burrow's 1% on. I think I'm gonna roll Burrow, man. Oh, the Seahawks. Yeah, they ripped him apart. And now they're saying that the Rams are gonna go rip apart the Colts D. And Colts D was good last year. I can't believe they have Higbee as the highest rated play of the week. Then Noah Fant. Jared Cook. What did Jared Cook do last week? He had half the snaps, 5 receptions, 50 yards. I'm not buying the Jared Cook, man. Burrow's 1%. I'm loving that. Russ did light him up. Cooper, Cup, Chalk. Yeah. I'm not going that route. I don't think I'm going Rams. I see the Colts stepping up in this game. The Rams have shown weakness on their offense. Previous seasons, 6K, 10 targets. Stafford loved throwing to him. He did. He also liked Woods. He also liked Van Jefferson as well. But yeah, he mostly liked Cup. Oh man, I'm never on Taylor. Never on Taylor. Me, personally, I don't like Jonathan Taylor just because how many snaps did he see this past week? Let's look at those running backs because I bet Hines is going to get some looks again this week. I know I looked at it briefly. I know Hines was definitely out there. He caught a few balls, right? At least I think he did. Let me find. Hines had 34 snaps, so he had half the share. And Hines had 8 targets, 6 catches for 48 yards, mostly because they were behind most of that game. Taylor didn't have a good game. Oh, he caught a lot of balls too. So Wentz is threw to his running back so much. Dang. Did Matt get any looks? How much did he play? He didn't even play. He didn't? I guess he didn't. What about Wilkins? Nothing? See, I don't trust... No, nothing. Nah. Yeah, I don't know what to make of that, man. We know how strong that Rams front, the defensive front is. Yeah, he's got to be low owned. 4%, 4.7% projected ownership. I say that's pretty good. A lot of people will stay clear of him based on the matchup. People don't trust going against the Rams D, man. So let's see here. I'm not against Taylor. I like Taylor more than I like Mike Davis. I don't like Mike Davis at all. Do not like Mike Davis, man. You know that. You'll know that pretty quick with me. I already X'd out Mike Davis. I ain't putting him in any lineups. Yeah, if you're going to play Taylor for that price, I'd go with Chubb. Very, 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 very good observation there. Let's see, any other good tight ends? Troutman, this dude got a bunch of looks, but the other guy caught all the touchdowns. 6 targets, 3 catches, 18. I'm not going Troutman. They already told you that they like Jawan Johnson. Yeah, I'm not playing Mike Davis. It's that cheap running back that nobody should really touch. But could he be the David Johnson last year? Remember David Johnson straight ate it up a few times towards the end of the season? I'm loving me some Cole Kmet. I think this dude's going to get in the end zone this week, especially if you go with a Bengals stack. This would be a good run back. I like Kmet. I know you can go Allen Robinson or Montgomery. I get it. But for the price, for $3,700, you can get another. If you can get what he got last week, but just throw a touchdown in there, it's an amazing play. It's an amazing play if you can get 18, 19 points and he got a touchdown. I'm going Kmet here. His ownership's the top 10, rounds out the top 10. A.J. Brown versus Metcalf, old college teammates going head-to-head. That does work sometimes. You see those guys just putting up points, and the quarterback's looking their way. But could Julio be the guy this week? We know the talent's still there. Yeah, I don't know what else I see for the tight ends here. What happened with Gesicki? He didn't catch a ball last week. If the Bills get a lead, I could see he had 2 targets. Wow. Yeah, if I do Joe Burrow stack, you better believe I'm throwing this dude in a few. Usama. Man, look at this guy. He played almost all the snaps, or 51 out of 69. Yeah, he only had 2 targets, but he caught a ball to in the 4th quarter for the game-winning field goal. So he was involved late in the game. Miami is rotating like 4 tight ends. Yeah, F that, man. Well, this is cool, man. Hey, you know what? I'll show you the lineup that I did on the stream since you popped up late. I think I did a Big Ben lineup, but I'll show it to you. I wouldn't look at these lineups. These are all optimized lineups that I was testing out. Where's my Big Ben lineup? Here it is. All right, here we go. So Big Ben, I did a double tight end, which is, I know is crazy. But I got Big Ben in here. I got Claypool, Johnson. I got Chubb. I'm going to give Robinson another chance because I'm running it back, correlation with Hamler. And then I got the run back with Waller. I got Komet. I need Komet to give me at least 18 points. And then I got Eagles D because I'm not buying into the 49ers Mitchell. I'm just not buying into it. So I got 400 left over. It's not bad. It's probably, I'd love to get 160 out of this lineup. Every lineup I wish could be 160 because I love to see that I got a little more than 3x at an average out of my plays. Other than one guy. Who don't you like, Robinson? Or is it Komet? I mean, Robinson would be the play that I could understand why you might not like him. Yeah, my guess is you don't like Robinson. That'd be my guess. But man, is it because so let me try and follow here. Is he not going to be as good this year because Urban Meyer? Is that like, was he only good last year based on the way they ran that offense? So it's a little bit different now. I want to look at this. I want to look how much did Carlos Hyde? How much did they share the snaps? I know they were behind in that game almost the whole game. Oh yeah, he only had about half the snaps and he was 20% owned. I was thinking of going back to him because I think a lot of people are going to fade him this week. He had a bunch of targets. Well, 6 targets. I don't know. The rule change, yeah. I think you're right. Oh man, yeah. If he is a bust and that pulls up, yeah, they like Hyde. Hyde had a lot of touches. Yeah. Urban Meyer likes Carlos Hyde. I may take out. You know what? I mean, this is what this stream is. Let's take them out. Where could I upgrade? No, I can't get. I could almost get Miles Sanders. You know what? I can get Miles Sanders with Eagles D. I'll take Komet out, 3,600. Oh, there's a 3,600 play I saw. Ooh, I can do this double run back. I like Renfro. Man, so if the Steelers game is like, if this was like a 60-point game, like 35-28, something like that. Renfro, with Waller. Hey, I mean, if both these guys catch a touchdown, it's not bad. I'm loving Renfro. I'm on Renfro. The only thing is Big Ben going to score more than Carr? So this is a cool stack. I like how I switched it up here. I kept Hamler just based on I think he's going to get a bigger workload, possibly. Especially if the Jags never get their offense going, you're going to see this experienced veteran quarterback, Teddy B, just eating up that Jags defense. If Tyrod Taylor could eat up this defense. Don't you think Teddy B can as well? Yeah, I like this lineup. We're entering it in, man. You can take it if you want to, brother. Hey, man. I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to catch some sleep. Put that in the milli. I may do it, man. I may do it. So I put it in this triple option 3-entry max because I believe that's the best way to play. If you're not going to do big entries, you should do the single entries, 3 entries. Yeah. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate your support. And it's always a lot of fun. All these other lineups, I'm going to take them all out. Because I was trying to figure out how to use the optimizer. So now I know how to use it. I can take all these lineups, download them, put them in the optimizer, and re-upload them, re-download them. So it's going to run a lot more smoother as it streams. Can't wait to see what this stream will be like by the end of the season. We're going to be just smashing, talking some plays, looking at some unique stuff. It'll be fun, man. And we don't always have to talk fantasy football. We can chat about anything. I like to play. I love watching Gridiron Heights, man. Those things are hilarious. But anyways, hey, Spence, thanks for coming on, jumping on. I appreciate it, man. Just chilling. I was going to end the stream an hour ago, but hey, man, you came on, and that's what I like to do. I like to just talk with people. Like we said before, if you ever want to jump on the chat, we could do it on the next one or next one, whenever you want. All right, guys. I always like to end my stream with a mindful breath. So wherever you're at, find a little space, a little time. Just take a moment, especially if you're going to go to bed soon. Use this practice. It'll help release some tension so you can rest more easily. I would suggest doing some stretches on the ground for 2-3 minutes if you have some bad times going to sleep at night. But I'll just do a 3-sequence mindful breath. So wherever you're at, find a nice comfortable seat. Rest your shoulders down if you can. Take a full exhale out. Softly close your eyes. Deep inhale through the nose. And let it out. Another breath in. And out. The next deep breath, think of the players the stacks you want to make. Breathe in the players you like. And breathe out the ones you want to fade. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you have a good rest of your night and Friday. See you.